With Rare Collection 1 for Evercade, we're thrilled to welcome one of the most beloved names in British game development. With a history dating back to the home computer market of the early 80s, Rare has been part of the games industry almost since its very inception, and the 12 games in this collection represent a great cross-section of the company's early work. With home computer classics, console hits, and even an arcade game in the mix, there's something for everyone to enjoy here. So let's take a closer look. Rare's first home computer game, Jetpac, is also one of its most well known, and even had an HD remix in the form of Jetpac Refueled back in 2007. The concept is simple. As Jetman, your job is to assemble space rockets, fill them with fuel, fend off alien attackers, and blast off to your next challenge. If you can fill your pockets with valuable items while you're taking care of all that, so much the better. Jetpac offers fast-paced arcade action, and this Evercade version makes it more accessible than ever. As with all our home computer games, there's no need to learn complex keyboard controls. Everything has been mapped to the Evercade controller to make it as easy to jump in and enjoy as possible. Lunar Jetman is a follow-up to Jetpac. It's an ambitious affair that sees Jetman attempting to thwart an alien invasion. Drive your lunar rover, collect useful tools, repair the terrain, and fend off relentless alien attacks. Load powerful bombs into your truck and use them to destroy the alien bases before it's too late. Lunar Jetman is a tricky game that rewards practice and perseverance. Once you've mastered Jetpac, see how well you perform in this more challenging mission. Atic Atac is a top-down action-adventure that has a similar concept to the Atari classics Haunted House and Adventure, in that your goal is to locate the three parts of a valuable item, in this case the key that will allow you to escape the haunted castle, and return them to a specific location. Along the way, you'll need to fend off all manner of ghouls and ghosts, spooks and spectres, zombies and vampires, and track down useful items that you'll need to progress further in your quest. With 3 playable characters and a number of randomised elements, Atic Atac is a little bit different every time you play. See how quickly you can escape the castle, or take aim for a high score and survive as long as you can. Sabre Wulf, the first entry in Rare's Sabreman series, sends you on a jungle adventure. As the intrepid explorer, Sabreman, you must explore a vast map, battling the jungle's hostile inhabitants and searching for a magic amulet. Sabreman is armed only with his trusty sabre, but mysterious coloured orchids can turn the tide of battle at a moment's notice, and not always in your favour. You'll need skill, cunning, and a good sense of direction to succeed in this one, and it couldn't hurt to bust out the notepaper and make a map either. Underwurlde is the second Sabreman adventure from Rare, and swaps its predecessor's top-down action for side-on platforming. This time around, your aim is to discover the hidden magic weapons to defeat the demons of the Underworld, then make your escape. Underworlde combines frantic combat, pixel-perfect jumping, and exploration to create an epic quest just waiting for you to uncover its mysteries. Night Lore is one of Rare's most influential titles from its days in the home computer space. While it wasn't the first ever game to be presented from an isometric perspective, its pioneering Filmation engine allowed for some of the most convincing 3D effects in gaming at the time. Characters could move in front of, behind, above and beneath objects in the world, and many of these objects could even be moved around. Nightlaw's quest places Sabreman in a trap-filled castle and tasks him with finding a cauldron that can brew an antidote to his lycanthropy curse. Naturally, he'll have to find all the ingredients himself too, and all before the curse completely consumes him in 40 days' time. Gunfright uses an evolution of Nightlaw's Filmation engine to allow for a scrolling open world rather than screen-by-screen exploration. As the sheriff of a small town in the Old West, it's your job to track down the bandits harassing the populace and show them some good old-fashioned justice. Explore the town, get hints from the residents, and engage hardened criminals in fast-draw duels. Can you survive long enough to claim all the bounties on offer? R.C. Pro-Am is an immensely popular title from Rare's 8-bit home console era, and a highly influential game in its own right. Its isometric perspective racing and use of collectible power-ups on the course mean it's regarded as a spiritual precursor to today's kart racers. 24 races stand between you and victory, but remember, you don't have to race fair, because your opponent certainly won't. Swap the racetrack for Wild Waters in Cobra Triangle, an isometric perspective speedboat game from Rare's 8-bit console era. Rather than just racing, Cobra Triangle challenges you with all sorts of missions to complete, including clearing out dangerous mines, defeating sea monsters, protecting civilians, and performing death-defying stunts. Upgrade your boat by collecting pods, and take on the toughest challenges the river has to offer. One of Rare's most famous games, Battletoads is an exciting blend of beat-em-up and platformer starring gaming's wartiest heroes. Battle the Dark Queen and her minions across an array of varied stages, and master your Toad's arsenal of moves to really bring the pain. Just be prepared for the notorious Turbo Tunnel. You might need your Evercade save states to master that one. The Battletoads also had an outing in the arcades, and it's a completely different game to its console counterpart rather than a simple port. Taking a gritty, edgier and bloodier tone, this bone-crunching brawler is a stiff beat-em-up challenge for up to 3 players. Hordes of the Dark Queen's minions and screen-filling bosses await your fists and boots of justice, so get ready to lay the smackdown in this classic arcade title from Rare. Finally, we come to Conker's Pocket Tales, the first solo outing for Conker the Squirrel. While Conker is probably best known for his foul-mouthed, ultra-violent 64-bit adventure today, Conker's Pocket Tales hails from a time when he still had a more family-friendly attitude. In this top-down action adventure, you'll explore vast worlds, solve puzzles, and track down missing presents in an attempt to rescue Conker's birthday from disaster. An epic quest awaits, so be sure to check out Conker's grand adventure from a time before he really went off the rails. Rare Collection 1 is available for Evercade from November 2025. Find out more on the official website.